Hopefully you now have your free Bandlab account set up and you've found the website, and today we are going to create our first rhythmic ostinato. Let's click on create, and that takes us into the Bandlab studio or mix editor, and we're going to click on drum machine. And you'll notice that by default we've got a drum kit open at the bottom of the page, and it uses a grid, which you should be familiar with from the earlier parts of this lesson, or other work that you've done with rhythmic ostinatos or other bits of software. I'm just going to click on all of these coloured circles and get rid of them. So we've got an empty grid now. And I'm just going to go over to these different drum kits, because we've got lots of different types of drum kit available to us. And so I'm going to click on this Afro-Cuban percussion and see what kind of sounds we get with this. And if I click on these, you can see that there are lots of different drums available to us. So we're going to go with our snare edge. Let's try this one. And I'm going to just click and put a beat in every one of these sets of 4. And at the moment we just have one beat of the bar, and it's not a particularly interesting rhythm, so let's add some more dots. So we now have a rhythmic ostinato. It is as simple as that. Now up here in our track area of our project window, you can see that there's some A's and some B's, and this is just by default. Bandlab puts in some of pattern A and some of pattern B, but I'm just going to delete these, just as simple as pressing backspace. And now if I go down here and press add A, it will add pattern A to our track. And you'll notice that when we get to the end of pattern A, there's nothing else playing. If we want more of pattern A, we can click on this arrow here and drag it out. We can have 4 bars of pattern A, and if we change pattern A down here, it will automatically change up here. And of course what we want to try and do is create some interesting rhythms, so start experimenting by changing the dots around and see what happens. And so we have here a rhythmic ostinato created using a drum machine and this grid method. And you can change it around, you can experiment with it, you can create different patterns as well just by clicking on another pattern. If I click on G, it gives us an empty canvas to start working on again, and a new grid to start filling with beats. And each of these sets of 4 represents 1 beat in the bar. So start by creating some different rhythmic ostinatos, and then you can save these all within Bandlab, because we'll be coming back to them later to start adding some melodic ostinato patterns.